This is Drew Hendricks. We run Nimbletoad, which is the marketing firm that Arrivva uses. We thought it'd be fun today to kind of flip the script, and we're going to interview Fred so that you can go a little behind the scenes on marketing real estate, because we come to Fred with ideas all the time, and Fred's got some very good opinions. Fred,
Oh, now you're calling them good. You're usually snarling at me. Like, they're nuts. Dude, that's not going to work. But yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I know. I can't do this, but we can try. So, Fred, what sets Arrivva apart? Well, let's talk about flat fees and why the other day we were talking about how Arrivva doesn't really rank as high as some of these other competitors for something like the word escrow.
Yeah, here's the thing. If you're not part of that cartel, as we've been calling them, and obviously they just lost the first of the many class action suits that are against them, the National Association of Realtors and the big companies that work with them, the Compass, the Coldwell Banker, it's called Anywhere now, and Remax, Keller Williams especially. They have a minimum fee that each agent has to bring into the office. And it's usually 2.5% of the sale price on each side of a transaction. Meaning if you're representing a buyer, it's 2.5%, seller, it's 2.5%. And I came to the conclusion one day and started this back in like 2017. That, wait a second. I don't care if it's 3 million or 300,000. I'm doing the same amount of work basically. And really in reality, the people who are buying the higher priced houses actually do a lot more work that we don't have to do, like running around to properties and saying, oh, this is the bathroom. I mean, it's just a total waste of time. You're looking at 20 houses. What do you need me for? You know what you're going to like, and you can always video call in. So I came up with this fixed fee, and it's working. It's working really well, because what happens is all these agents put up, we're going to pay you 2.5% to 3% of the sale price to bring a buyer in.
Mm-hmm.
This is the way it all was.
Well, it's working out. It's working out really well, because this marketplace is getting really crowded from a model that you started a few years ago.
Yeah.
I mean,
but here's the problem. Let me get on to the next thing. We're doing this, and we do it with absolutely, completely full service, 100%. If you need to get into a property, we'll get you into a property. We hire agents who can open a door. It's not that hard. And you can always video chat with us if you have a question, because we're always on Slack. We live on Slack. Our service is insane. We love to negotiate. We know what we're doing. We know the psychology of how to negotiate, especially with other agents who are in this fixed mindset that's it's sometimes just really easy, because there's a playbook and we know what the playbook is, and they all use the same thing and they all tell the same thing and the value that they have and their worth and all. It's a bunch of baloney, period. But the problem is, if we don't charge that amount, we're labeled as discounters. They'll come in and say, oh, they're discounters. You're not going to get anything. But the problem with the quote unquote non 2.5% people is there are two categories. There's us, who does it the right way, does it full service. And then these guys, oh, we'll only charge you $100 to do your deal. It's like, no, they're a bunch of idiots. And it's just, yeah, you think you know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. If you bought a house before, you have no idea what the contracts, the disclosures that are necessary. You can't do it yourself. You got to have somebody do it. They on purpose make sure that if you want agent to agent notes, you got to talk to an agent to get it. If you wanted to write your own contract, guess what? You can't, because you don't have access to the contracts. You have to be a licensed to be able to get it from the California Association of Realtors. It's a freaking racket. I agree. But if I presented a different agreement of sale to an agent, they would say, no, we're not going to accept that. Not because they don't know anything about the law. They don't get it. Mm-hmm. So we're unique in a category where we're getting squeezed from both sides. So we're labeled as discounters. We're not. They're overchargers. And guess what? By $1.8 billion, that just proved exactly what I've been saying. Yeah. And by the way, there are more lawsuits to come. The law firm was fabulous. They said after they won the $1.8 billion, they said, okay, we're now doing this, and I don't know, about another 12 different suits in different states. They already had them prepared as file save as. I thought it was hysterical. And NOR still has the Justice Department. Yes, the United States Justice Department after them for all this. And it's all going to come down soon. And the cards are gone. And all these companies are freaked out because the agents aren't going to be making as much. The companies aren't going to be making as much. And it's going to be a complete freak out. And you're going to see even these big companies just go under. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, we're just there as the turtle, even though we have a toucan. We should have a turtle as our logo because we're just doing it right, doing it slow, doing it the right way. So
Yeah, no, it's, I mean, it's standing out is one of the big things that we do help you do, but a lot of the stuff we come at you with is too generic. It's too,
yeah,
and it's very hard to like rank in the things when you don't play that game, when you don't play the game of mediocrity of trying to rank for certain terms like all these other guys are playing.
right, right. So I
And
mean,
that,
and that's what we talked about recently. We've had these ads with the headlines, "Hey, we're flat fee, full service, blah blah blah." And I think we've talked about this, and you reiterated when you talked to your other people in your industry. We're going to go out there and just give you our ratings that we've gotten from real live people.
in fact, we're
And
moving to that. We're
yeah,
moving to just letting the clients talk for us and spread the word. And it is Arrivva does appeal to the savviest clients that can cut through that noise.
I know. And if you go to our review page or Zillow or Google, because that's where they are,
Mhm.
and you'll see the language that people use. It's not like, there's a lot of good agents out there and they do the job and people say, "Hey, great agent, blah, 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 give them 5 stars." Okay, fine. We get like stuff like, it's how we handle things, how communicative we
You do
are.
see that communication's very pervasive. I mean, everyone comments about how clean the communication is. And I think
Yeah,
that's that part of full service that a lot of people don't fully deliver on. Like,
right. I mean, agents don't know what Slack is. I ask an agent when I go into contract with them and to their client, "Hey, do you have Slack Connect?" It seems like I asked them a question, "Do you have 12 heads?" It's so they, they don't get it. They're just stuck in the past.
and nothing's more stressful for a client or a customer who's trying to buy a house and they can't get a hold of their agent or they can't
Yeah,
get a hold of the listing agent. And
right.
suddenly they're in this limbo in a very time sensitive
And,
transaction.
and we're dealing with these agents. I'm now reading a book. It's just like, get what it's exactly called, but it's something like, something about stupidity, the psychology of stupidity. And it's fascinating because this is some of these real estate agents. Oh, the client is away. Well, guess what? They have email if you're away. The
Mhm.
stuff that they use as excuses and what our clients don't know we go through is insane. Rene's the best because he talks to them a lot. And these people, all they want to do is talk on the phone. We don't want to talk on the phone. What are we going to talk about? Everything in real estate has to be in writing,
Mhm.
and if there's something sneaky going on, we probably don't want to deal with it. So yeah, they just don't get it. They're living in the past and we try to adapt the people from the past. Oh, by the way, there are companies and people out there, they're still letting their employees use AOL email accounts.
What?
AOL.com. It's like, really? It's, I mean, for $15 a month, you get the whole Google suite and you get, spam filters so much better than everything. And they just won't spend $15 a month, but they want to make 2.5% commission on $3 million. Give me a break.
Yeah.
I'm venting here, people. I'm sorry if I'm boring you, but
No, this is the behind the scenes discussion on how we craft the Arrivva message.
yeah. So that's kind of what we've been doing and try to do that. We're obviously getting more on podcasts. Our socials are coming up. The problem with our socials is you're throwing it out there, and maybe it's a 1 in a million people actually ready to buy a house, see it, and then act on it. Because
Mhm.
we're only looking to talk to you if you're ready and understand how to be prepared. Because the other thing we love to do is negotiate, and we love to negotiate from strength.
Mm.
And if you're a strong buyer, you're prepared, you have your bank statements, you have your fully underwritten treatment, you're all set to go, you're going to get a better deal. You're going to get it for a cheaper price. Like one guy says, "I want the lowest price and I want you to make these low ball offers," but he's not pre-approved and he won't give me a perfect fund. You say, why would I do that? I look like a complete idiot.
Wasting everyone's time.
Exactly. Oh yeah, they just put it on the market at 600,000. They're going to take your 450 offer and you're not going to give them proof you're pre-approved or proof of funds. Why would they do that? Tell me why. And if you can come up with a good answer, I'll be happy to submit the offer.
That's the thing, trying to get people how to get things, and how to get people to get things is one of the biggest challenges that we have. And I think this, like even this podcast that we're doing right now, and we're helping you with the podcast, it's having this frank discussion, this authentic discussion that isn't manipulated through copy or through advertisements. It's just really unfiltered reality.
Yeah, what I'd like to have is a side-by-side thing of what, say, ChatGPT would do with this compared to what we actually did.
Hello, sir. I hope this message finds you well.
Yes, we are happy to help you at any time. Oh, that's the thing, 24/7. And we kind of almost mean it. Renee goes to bed really late, and I get up really early. So we're pretty much anytime between, say, midnight and 6. We might be tough to get, but there's no emergencies in real estate that need to be done at those times. That's the other good news. But yeah, we're got Slack on the phone, we got Slack on the computer, it's everywhere. Slack is our life.
Good. Well, as we're wrapping down this episode today, Fred, what's the good word?
First of all, interest rates are coming back down. If you hadn't seen it, they were up near 8 and now they're up below 7. So that'll bring more people back in the market, maybe, but also prices aren't kind of going anywhere. I'm talking Northern California, crazy stuff, but there's other places where it's really slow and there's stuff on the market. And what I can say to everybody is just be very, very prepared. Just have a fully underwritten pre-approval, nothing less than that. You're going to have to get the fully underwritten approval anyway, so get it done in advance so you can negotiate better. Agents, hey, send your buyers to us. We're happy to get them fully underwritten, pre-approved by our lenders. And obviously, if you're in California, Pennsylvania, Florida, and Texas, I don't remember those 4 states, we're doing the fully underwritten pre-approvals. And we do a flat fee, by the way, on the mortgages, which no company does. Absolutely zero. They all use a percentage of the loan amount. So we have a nice low flat fee. Makes sense.
Fantastic.
That's enough. There you go. This is what happens behind the scenes.
If you're still listening, that was the end of the episode.
Exactly. Reminds me of that episode of Sex and the City, the closed door on Carrie's closet. They played this music, and at the very end, she just comes out and said, "It's over. Go away."
Yeah. Well, you guys got to even hear the postmortem.
Yeah, there you go.
Well,
okay.
Okay, pause.
We're over. Done. Goodbye. See you later, everybody. Arrivva.com.